Brother Sandpaper by Trevon Patton. This is Brother Sandpaper. He is not very popular. Do you want to know why? Because he rubs everyone the wrong way. Last week, Brother Sandpaper scraped some paint from Brother Wood. Now Brother Wood stays at home. He couldn't stick up for himself. 2 days ago, Mr. Metal got into a scuffle with Brother Sandpaper. Boy, did he roar. And just a day ago, Sister Gemstone bumped into Brother Sandpaper on the way to the store. Even her glistening personality was no match for his harsh, grainy exterior. "Enough is enough," Mr. Metal blistered at the annual Builders Society's meeting. "Brother Sandpaper has got to go." Mr. Block nodded. "Do we have a second?" "I second the motion," Sister Gemstone pouted. "Where is Brother Wood?" "He votes to oust Brother Sandpaper in absentia," Mr. Metal replied. "Absentia? Brother Wood is still home," Mr. Metal clanked. "We have the votes." "Very well," Mr. Block grumbled. "Brother Sandpaper, the builders have motioned to remove you from our sacred society. What do you have to say for yourself?" "I motion to have this vote thrown out," Brother Sandpaper replied. "Sister Gemstone shouldn't even be here, and the ceramic twins are still in the bathroom. According to this report, it seems they find you degrading as well." Mr. Block sighed. "I am sorry, Brother Sandpaper, but you seem to have worn out your welcome. There remains no use for you among the Builders' Society any longer." And just like that, Brother Sandpaper was gone. Everyone celebrated the return of peace and civility to the Builders' Society. Even Brother Wood returned to public life. All was well in the Builders' Society until a new kind of buyer came into town. Renovators, they called it. Brother Wood's paint was chipped and flaky, so he needed a new paint job. Mr. Metal was getting rusty. Even Mr. Block was beginning to crack. Mr. Paint, Brother Rust Spray and Senor Putty's crew came in ahead to do the repairs, but there was a problem. Brother Wood couldn't get a new paint job unless all the flaky paint was removed first. The same with Mr. Metal's rust. Work could begin right away on Mr. Block. However, Senor Putty's patches needed to be uniform to pass paint inspection. Mr. Paint, Brother Rust Spray and Senor Putty were not happy. The new owners were almost here. The future of the Builders' Society was at stake. Sister Gemstone ran through the front door, glistening brighter than ever. "You wouldn't believe who I ran into." "Who cares?" Mr. Metal railed. "We are all finished, I tell you." "What he means, rather, is that we are not finished," Brother Wood sighed. "We are too chipped up to get a new paint job, and the owners are almost here." "Well," Sister Gemstone sparkled, "you know that concrete that I fell into last week?" "Yeah, I know the guy," Mr. Metal said. "Did he sue?" "Nothing like that," Sister Gemstone replied. "But my shine was gone for days until I bumped into this guy." Suddenly Brother Sandpaper rolled in. "Oh no," Mr. Metal clanked. "I know what this is. We don't need your help. We are doing just fine." "No, we are not doing fine, Mr. Metal," Brother Wood muttered. "We are about to fail inspection." "Is that my fault?" Mr. Metal replied. "Well, it is somebody's fault," Brother Wood retorted. "Why don't you look at the log in your own eye?" "Maybe I could if you weren't so rusty," Brother Wood snapped. As the builders bickered and brawled, Mr. Block was deep in thought about Gemstone's brilliant shine. "Stop," Mr. Block crumbled. "I understand now. Brother Sandpaper is a bit harsh and abrasive, but he has a purpose. Look at Sister Gemstone. Not only is the concrete gone, but she shines brighter than before." "I don't like where this is going," Mr. Metal clanked. "And Brother Sandpaper removed your paint before, Brother Wood," Mr. Block said. "That grit is exactly what you need to allow Mr. Paint to get to work." "I don't like where this is going either," Brother Wood replied. "Excluding Brother Sandpaper isn't the solution," Mr. Block continued. "I dare say he is an essential builder. He is a part of our process. You may not like Brother Sandpaper, but there is no getting a professional, polished look without him." "Mr. Block has a point," Sister Gemstone gleamed. Do you think you two could hold it together until Brother Sandpaper is done? Mr. Block asked the society. I would rather marry a cheese grater, Mr. Metal grumbled. But I'll do it. I guess it beats having pet termites, Brother Wood sighed. Count me in. The builders cheered as Brother Sandpaper rolled up his sleeves and quickly went to work. Tempers flared and there were some tense moments, but the longer they kept at it, the easier it became. Soon enough, Mr. Metal and Brother Wood were smooth, polished and ready for painting. Even Mr. Block had his putty patches buffed to perfection. Mr. Paint, Brother Rust Spray and Senor Putty congratulated the builders for a job well done. The renovators were very impressed. All thanks to Brother Sandpaper, who saved the day. Hard or even abrasive situations will happen in life. People will come that rub you the wrong way. But not every blade is an axe or a knife. Who knows what God is making and what tools are in play? Here are some scriptures that can help. James 1:12. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial, for when he has stood the test he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. 1 Peter 4:12-13. Beloved, do not be surprised at the fiery trial when it comes upon you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice insofar as you share Christ's sufferings, that you may also rejoice and be glad when his glory is revealed. 1 Peter 5:10. And after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace, who has called you to his eternal glory in Christ, will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. If you enjoyed this story, please share it with someone else, and do remember to like and subscribe. This will assist us in getting more of these stories around the world.